Welcome back to another episode of Fate Strange Fake. So in the previous episode, we got the big reveal that the goddess within Philia is Ishtar. It is the goddess Ishtar. Now, obviously, it's not the best Ishtar that we know, right? The 30% Rin Ishtar. This is a pure Ishtar goddess, not a pseudo-servant. But still, it is Ishtar, which is really hype. That's really cool. I am excited to see more of her. But she absolutely destroyed the King of Jobbers. He got decimated. Didn't stand a chance. Didn't... Not even a single command spell was used. Oh, man. Anyways, bro got like locked out of his vault and then just shot down like a bird. So, like a clay pigeon. So bro was not having a good time. Philia, or Ishtar, she was having a great time. She was enjoying herself. We got to see a tiny bit of like obviously Gilgamesh versus Richard as well. We got to see some cool fights. It felt like a lot of the fights were quite shortened, as I've seen discussion online that the fights were, or the previous episode did cut quite a bit of content. I actually don't mind them cutting fights. I just hope they don't cut lore. That's the thing that I'm most interested in. So I am curious to see what they're gonna do with like Ayaka and stuff. They've been mentioning some Ayaka stuff, some lore in the previous episode, but they didn't expand upon it. So I hope they talk a bit more about it in this episode. So let's find out. So if you want to watch this, Uncut Blood is also on Patreon description. And let's go into Fate Strange Fake, episode 11. Enkidu? Nope. I saw animals and I was like, Enkidu? Tsubaki's parents. Tsubaki! Wait. Let me see something. Can you see the right arm or the left arm of Tsubaki? Wait, actually it was the right arm. Wait, she was lying down like this. Yeah, it was her right arm that she had her command spells on previously in the hospital. So there's no command spells here. This is in her dream world, isn't it? I think this is her dream world. Also, the dad doesn't have the dash and stuff. I'm pretty sure the dash would have been visible from that angle. Oh, is she dreaming it? Is she having like a dream? The servant dream? Hmm. Pass on stories. She laid the seeds for his admiration. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Ow. Well, fair. Good point. Yep. Yep. Bro? You know what's one thing that I'm still a bit confused about is the entire thing, the entire dream that happened a few episodes ago where Saint Germain appeared in. I was still confused about that because it initially was set up like it was kind of like here, right? It was like a dream of Richard's past from Ayaka, right? But then Saint Germain appeared in it for some reason who shouldn't be there whatsoever, and then he saw through Richard's eyes, he saw Ayaka, and then Ayaka woke up. I was still confused about what that entire exchange even was. Oh, I think the king of jobbers is unemployed. Mm-hmm. He has his hand. You can see the scar where the Hydra daggers came from. Oh, they're in a who's what? Whose reality marble is it? It's Tsubaki's reality marble. Or maybe her servants, but still. Gil, we would really need anti-world AI right now to get out of the reality marble. Oh, okay. Interesting. No, oh my god. Okay. Interesting because Gilgamesh is not dematerializing yet, right? He's not getting desummoned. So he is still not fully dead, right? His spirit origin is not crushed. Otherwise, he would just desummon and disappear, right? So he is still maybe not alive, but he's still technically not fully out of the equation just yet. Interesting. She's not a servant. Yeah, why did you? Yo, are we gonna see a certain ball again? Can we see a ball? The ball of heaven or whatever it is? Great. Yes, surely she will. No, wait. No! Dude, how insane would it be if we saw Areen versus Ishtar? imagine Areen versus Ishtar. Full circle. Yes. These are so goofy. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, so this is all her reality marble. Fake rider. Who are you? They got swallowed up. Duma. What's up, Duma? Gas pipe explosion.
や、出したね。あんたが俺に依頼したのは警官隊の武器を作ること。戦うための力を与えるってことだ。作家の俺がお前らに与えられる力は何だ？そう、
That's
物語
cool.
だ。それと君が危険を冒すことに何の関係？ジョン・ウィンガード、
Mm-hmm.
ベラ・レビット、アニー・キュアロン、ドン・ホーキンズ、チャドウィック・リー、ユキ・カポーティ、アデリナ・エイゼンシュテイン。彼らの名前だけじゃねえぜ。面、声、生い立ち、知った範囲は丸ごとここに入ってる。
Okay.
あんたも部下の名前は全員覚えるたちだろ。連中はもう俺の作品の主要人物なんだよ。しかも演じるのは極上の台本ときた。だったら
Damn, that was a spin. Nice spin.
なあ。
Okay, sure. Snow White Boulevard.
難しいかと。あなたも魔術師なら理解はあるかと思いますが。いや、私、魔術師じゃないですし。
つまりこれだけの大魔術を行使している奴がいるんだな。こんなすごい結界だ。サーバントもさぞかし。あんた本当にサーバントなのか？随分と気が緩いように思えるが。君はジョン・ウィンガードだ。ジョン、そうか、ジョン。
This guy.
これも何かの縁だ。仲良くやろう。なあ、君たちは元凶の魔術師がサーバントを排除するって言ったよな。俺の仲間には割とそれには後ろ向きなやつが多い。無論俺もな。君たちが保護しようとしていた女の子、椿ちゃんだっけか。俺たちを閉じ込めたのはその子のサーバントの可能性もあるだろう。
Yep.
その小さな女の子が元凶だった時、
Yep.
君たちはその子を殺せるのか？
He's preaching.
マックロさん、最初に会った時のこと。
He's figuring it out.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。お父さん、お母さん、ごめんなさい。私、ちゃんとやりますから。ちゃんと我慢しますから。
Oh.
だから、捨てないで。
But I'll screw these mage families. This is where he got summoned, or it got summoned.
私は黒岡椿です。これからもずっと一緒だよね。真っ黒さん。
俺は女の子を殺すのが正解だというつもりはないし、殺したいわけでもない。だが誰かがやらなきゃいけない状況にはなるかもしれないだろう。
その可能性は覚悟していました。
俺は
Who the fuck is that servant? Is it fucking Itachi?
その時は俺がやる。俺は結局憧れていたような騎士にはなれなかった。だが君たちは違う。優秀な騎士だ。あの恐るべき旧兵を相手に君たちは戦い、生き抜いた。
He's so
一
hype.
人の少女を救うためにだ。
He's such a hype man.
ならば君たちは向こうの民を守る存在であり続けなければならない。
Giga optimistic.
それに
Oh, giga positive.
あれを一度やると歯止めが壊れる。そ
Mmm.
の席を追うのは俺でいい。
セイバー。
どこかの陣営の拠点のようだな。
やっぱりこの部屋が一番ガードが薄いように見えるんですよね。ここなんですよね。一番結界の外に近そうなのは。
体の法人にしか見えないな。
この世界って現実を再現した結界世界だと思うんですけど。
He's also getting it.
人とかが動いたりしてないってことは、連続して現実の街を反映し続けるんじゃなくて、定期的に世界を切り取ってコピペしてるんじゃないかなって。その時コピペできない何かが現実のここにあるんじゃないですかね。
Oh.
誰かいるね。君は本当に相変わら き寄せるだなんて。何を。
In my English.
僕はただ誰かの道具になるだけさ。君たちに合わせて言うならブースターというところかな。あれ、
何か問題が？
今地下鉄の中なのに携帯の電波が3本立ったみたいな。今ならいけるかも。
これは祭壇か？
簡易的なやつですけどね。これでうまいこと携帯の回線を外の力とつながった。
Relati.
彩香、どうした？顔が真っ青だ。
Oh.
セイバー、ダメだよ。
彩香、
私にはあんたに誰も殺すななんてわがままを言うつもりも資格もない。
But
だけどあんたはどんな時でも笑って誰も見捨てない。あんたは私とは違う。最後にはその手を汚したとしても私を助けてくれた事実は消えない。だから汚れ役は自分でいいなんてそんなことだけは言わないでよ。
wow.
もし汚れ役が必要なら
Wow.
私がやる。
That's the most actively involved she's gotten into this entire
小
war.
さいことを気にすると言いたいところだが、違うんだな。
当たり前でしょ。あんたとの出会いはもう小さいことなんかじゃない。
これは命がけで女の子を助けるしかないな。この世界で俺たちは教会がスタート地点だ。
Okay.
神父の代わりに俺たち
She's in.
保護してやろう。
教会保護。私あの金色のやつに会ったことが。
彩香、
Ayaka's backstory? With like Gilgamesh and stuff?
市街地を探索していたところ、あの獣が突然。獣？まさか。
I'm guessing it's Proto Gil. Oh, Cerberus! Cerberus is back.
あれ。みんなまたどこかに行っちゃうの？少女よ、聞こえているかい？マクロさん。おはよう、夢に惑う少女よ。誰？私は黒岡椿です。ありがとう。私はかつてとある場所で神と呼ばれていたものだよ。今となってはその残り物に過ぎないがね。いや、ほんとつながってよかったですよ。ものに過ぎた。おはよう、夢に惑う少女よ。誰？私は黒岡椿です。ありがとう。私はかつてとある場所
A
で
god of a particular
神と呼ばれてい
place.
たものだよ。今となってはその残り物に過ぎないが
I
ね。
merely that which remains of said
い
deity.
や、ほんとつながってよかった
Interesting.
ですよ。
そちらの状況は理解した。ひとまず無事ならいい。一つ確認だが、そちらで左条彩香を見なかったか？
え、彩香ちゃんが来てるんですか？
数日前からスノーフィールドで左条の姿が目撃されていてな。本人に連絡を取った。彼女は今ルーマニアにいるそうだ。ならばこの女は誰だ？
What? I was wait. Okay, okay, that's over. Wait, let me go back to this scene here with Ayaka.
彩香ちゃんが来てるんですか？
数日前からスノーフィールドで
Sajok has been witnessing Snowfield for the past few days.
目撃されていてな。本人に
I
連絡
contacted her myself. She's apparently in Romania with black hair, the hair that we're used to with Sajo Ayaka.
ならばこの女は
Who is that then? Manak is Manaka the sister? What was the sister's name? I don't think so though, because this looks almost like an identical copy of Sajo Ayaka, more than like a sister or anything along those lines. Just with blonde hair. Also, there's obviously the entire Little Red Riding Hood there, right? Man, I don't know. Also, crazy that she's in Romania, kind of like Apocrypha and stuff. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's just a random location probably, but kind of crazy. I'm trying to think of a theory. Is there a theory there that do we have enough information for a theory there? I don't know enough about Prototype. Prototype is definitely one of those things that I only know what I've seen in the 10-minute short. I haven't dove deeper into it. And also, I feel like the Little Red Riding Hood, I still haven't finished Mahoya, so I don't know enough. And I don't even know how directly connected this Little Red Riding Hood is to the Mahoya Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know. So I don't know enough about it to fully make up a theory about Sajo Ayaka, but that is definitely very interesting. That is really, really interesting. So this is not the OG Sajo Ayaka. I guess now this explains the hair color. She didn't just have like a bit of a rebellious phase where she wanted to color her hair. She actually is like seemingly a different person. Right? Interesting. Obviously, Flat knows Ayaka, right? Because she was at the clock tower they mentioned for some time. So they would have met there. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what that's gonna lead to. Also, we saw a deity, a goddess in Tsubaki's mind or whatever, so I don't know who that is. The design doesn't look familiar to me whatsoever, but I guess we'll see, right? I guess we will see who that is. That's gonna be interesting. The servant, Tsubaki's servant, definitely seems like they are insanely strong. They were able to deploy a reality marble, which is one of the closest things you can do to true magic without it actually being true magic, right? With it still being within the confines of magecraft, which is insane. Ishtar, I don't know, she's not doing much right now. She's just chilling. She said she's gonna save humanity. So hell yeah, I guess. They even mentioned Rin for a second there, which is hype. That's always hype. That's great. But it doesn't seem like she's gonna be making an appearance because Waver shot it down. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, man. Do we see... I'm trying to think if there is ever an any kind of interaction between Rin and Waver, and I think the only one that there is in Fate Khalid Liner Prisma Ilya. Yeah, because Waver and Zawarej are working together with Luvia and Rin. Yeah. I think that's the only interaction that they have. And then this here is an interaction mentioned between them, right? Anyways, I would die to see Rin fighting Philia or Ishtar. That would be insane. Okay, that's that. Ayaka here. This Ayaka, I don't think this Ayaka is like some kind of like, I don't think she has like a ploy or anything. And I don't mean a ploy as an actual, like a witch ploy. By ploy, I mean, I don't think she has a plan of her own to like infiltrate this Holy Grail War or anything along those lines. I think she's being used by Philia, maybe? Because, like, she keeps seeing, like, the visions of the Ironsburns and stuff. So maybe she's being used by Ishtar or Ilya, and she doesn't even realize it. I think she herself thinks that she is Sajo Ayaka. I don't think she herself has like a plan or of like a sinister plan or anything along those lines, right? I think that's the situation with Sajo Ayaka. I think so. I'm not fully sure how. I'm still not fully sure what Ishtar meant when she said that she left something here so that she can like manifest or whatever. I'm sure we're gonna see it, right? I would love to see her bow go. Surely this Ishtar didn't lose her bow, right? Surely she doesn't have the girl failure part inside of her, right? This is just 100% Ishtar, 100% goddess. She doesn't have the 30% girl failure side to her, so surely she didn't like lose the bow here in this version, right? Or maybe it's a version where her dad didn't give her a bow. Maybe that's also possible, you know? I didn't notice one thing when I was watching some of the older episodes of this. I noticed when, during one of the scenes, I think it was the Alliance scene during the episode where Enkidu and Richard had the fight and stuff. I think they were talking about, I think Enkidu mentioned how, you know, he and Gilgamesh together defeated the bull and stuff. I didn't notice it the first time I was watching it because it was like two texts happening at the same time, so I wasn't paying attention to the top text. But the second time I watched it, I noticed it, which was really cool. But yeah, anyway, that was a random thing. Ishtar mentioned that, I guess, for a second. But, okay, is there anything else in this episode that I am curious about. So some people are outside of the reality marble, some people are inside the reality marble, right? Which is interesting. I wonder what Tsubaki, is doing and stuff like that. Sigma and Fake Hassan don't seem to know that they are within a reality marble just yet. They don't seem to have realized that yet. I also wonder if you kill Tsubaki within this Tsubaki that we see within the reality marble, I'm pretty sure nothing is gonna happen because the actual Tsubaki isn't there within the reality marble. The actual real Tsubaki is her body in the hospital still, right? So even if you kill this Tsubaki within the reality marble, then I'm pretty sure nothing would happen because it's not the real Tsubaki. This is just like a kind of like a projection, right? I think, if I'm understanding it correctly, the real Tsubaki's body is still in the hospital, just in the bed, right? So we'll see. Some interesting stuff though. Some really interesting stuff in this episode. Also, we saw, obviously, Sajo Ayaka have a flashback to Gilgamesh. Wait, I kind of want to see that again. I kind of want to see that again. Where was the... Oh! I want to see that again. When Sajo Ayaka had a flashback... It's not Kid Gil. I mean, the outfit is kind of like Kid Girl's outfit. It's not Kid Girl. I saw Kotomini Kirei there for a second. Church Protect, Kirei. Gilgamesh. That's it. Okay, I mean, I saw someone talk about, how Gilgamesh drinks the potion and becomes Kid Gil, or something along those lines, which makes sense, right? Obviously, because he was a human after UBW. Or Stay Night in general, so he could just drink the potion, become a kid. No problem, no biggie. Interesting, because that was one of the scenes where he looked like Kid Girl. Anyways, I don't know. She knows him there. I don't think Kotomine Kirei was in Prototype, and I don't think... I mean, Gilgamesh was in Prototype, but I think that Gilgamesh... I mean, maybe it was the same one, but I don't think Kotomine Kirei was in Prototype. I think this Sajo Ayaka just isn't the Ayaka from Prototype. The more that I think about it, I think this Ayaka just isn't the Ayaka from Prototype. I think this Ayaka is something different. I think this Sajo Ayaka from Prototype is purely the one that it's in Romania right now. Yeah, that would make sense, right? Yeah. I don't think... all of the flashbacks that we're seeing here, it just don't scream Prototype whatsoever. I mean, as I said, I don't know anything about Prototype, right? So I could be wrong. Maybe there is a Kotomine Kirei in Prototype, for all we know, or for all I know. But from the little bit of information that I do know, Prototype seems quite different from the actual Stay Night and stuff, right? So I wouldn't think so. I think this is just something completely different from Prototype. I guess we'll see. Damn, that was an awesome episode. I am loving the lore here. As I said, the lore is the main thing that I'm interested in here, so I am excited to see more of it in the future, but for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.